so I guess that'd be the asset test to see if the formula actually works. Okay, all right, so that's one thing I wanted to do here. Okay, another thing that I wanted to do is under the analysis form, I wanted to clean up this thing here. Okay, so what I decided to do was set data set total equal to 0, and then keep this line here. So the first time when it comes in, data set total is equal to nothing, so you're in line number 1, or you're in column number 1. And if there's nothing there, then you're done. You can't really load anything. On the other hand, if it is not empty, okay, it means that there actually is a data set. So it goes here. So data set total plus 1 is there, and then here, when we're trying to extract the thing, we have to subtract the 1 back out. Okay, so by doing it this way, what it enables me to do is prevent having that artificial data set total minus 1, or data set total is equal to data set total minus 1. It prevented me having to do that. Now, it's a very inelegant Band-Aid that I didn't want in there. So this way I can do this. The confusion that I had was I thought I had to keep this part here the same as this part here, when you don't. So what that does is it gives me the flexibility to make it actually do what it's supposed to do in terms of loading stuff in there. Okay, so it's a much more elegant solution than the having a Band-Aid on it. Okay, now let's see. Okay, so let's continue on with doing some stuff. What?
No, I just have those to make.
Okay, so let's continue on doing some stuff here. And one of the things we want to do is we want to have this so you can't press any buttons like the in-arrival time or the service time. You can't press any buttons when you don't have a data set. So that could actually create some other weirdness. So what we need to do is at design time, when we put in the this button here, the arrival button here, the arrival button here, we need to make this enable needs to be false, and then this needs to be false. Okay, so, and then we should actually even make this one be false. Okay, so I can actually make this one the calculate button, and I can make that one false as well. Okay, we don't want anybody calculating something if there's nothing to calculate. Okay, so we can do that at design time. So every time this form comes back up, these two things and this thing, they're enabled is equal to false, and so you can't do anything. So then what's going to happen is when you run it and you actually pick a data set, then what we need to do is we need to turn those things on. So then that means what we're going to do is we're going to have arrival opt enabled is equal to true, and then service opt enabled is equal to true, and then calc. Oh no, should we have that? We shouldn't have that one yet. What should we have to force them to do next? Okay, so after we do that, let's run this thing. Okay, so after they click on this, okay, these come up, okay, you get to pick one of these, okay, so then only after they click one of these things should the calculate thing come up, okay, otherwise then they might not know what to do. So, okay, we could do that, okay, and then they click on this, okay, or they click on that, okay, then what's going to happen? We're going to enable the calculate button. Okay, so they're forced to do this first, okay, then this comes on, they do this, okay, then this comes on. Okay, so then, aside of doing all that, either way if they click on it, we should make it be enabled, so, okay, so, calc button enable is equal to true, and then the other one is, they click on this, same thing. Is it actually called calc button? Okay. All right. So then we'll be able to do that. And this way, once again, click one of these things, these come up, you click this, okay, that comes up. Okay, now, we have another problem. Another problem is the person can actually click a valid data set name, but, and then click arrivals or service time, but